welcome back to Friday Favorites and Flops. I have a good mixture of drugstore and high-end products I've been really loving this week, and some older products that I've had in my collection that I kind of forgot about, and then some newer ones. I'm just gonna get started and show you. So my hair, it's one of my favorites. I use the Cortex tapered wand, and it comes in the Cortex 4-in-1 set. So if you guys would be interested, I might do a tutorial on this. Also, in the NuMe Foreplay set is a really small tapered wand that would do these curls. This is the second day that I've worn them. I kind of just did a little dry shampoo, and this part kind of fell out a little bit, but I just kind of left it. So it seemed to like wake up the next day. These curls hold on me for like 3 or 4 days. So just a little dry shampoo fixes any situation out. Okay, so this week I pulled out this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation. This is in 40 Nude, and I just love this stuff. It has SPF 20 in it, and it gives like such a dewy finish. I think it's a great foundation from the drugstore. I really like the coverage, and I feel like it gives that luminous glow to it. This has been compared to NARS Sheer Glow, and I absolutely agree with the fact that it has the same consistency, the same coverage, just a very inexpensive option. It's a lightweight, really silky formula. I think it does give that young, healthy looking appearance just when you have a little bit more fresh face. If you are oily skin though, this might be a little bit too much dewiness for you. I tend to have normal to some dry patches on my skin, or I go through dry periods, but I've just really been loving this, and I apply it with my beauty blender, and it gives such an airbrushed finish. So really been loving this foundation. If you guys would be interested in a foundation routine or review using, I would absolutely love to do one. Okay, so a newer product to me is this Bobbi Brown bronzer. This is in the color Golden Light. Oh, I love this bronzer. It has such a beautiful creamy finish to it. It's like that perfect in between and to go on your skin. It doesn't look too orange. I've been wearing this. I feel like it just blends so smoothly. It's a really good matte bronzer. I've been using it to like lightly contour my face, and I've been using this Real Techniques multitask brush to do that. And I just kind of, this is from Ulta, Samantha Chapman Real Techniques, and so I just kind of buff it in right there, and I just kind of buff it around my face, and I feel like it gives such a great light contour, and I absolutely love this. This was my first experience with any of the bronzers. I've seen Lauren Curtis use some on her channel, and she is very fair complected like I am, and so I figured this would be a great color. I actually was gonna go one darker than this because I thought, okay, well, I want a little bit darker, but my friend Sarah works at Sephora, and she swatched them all, and she was like, no. If you're fair complected, you're gonna want the Golden Light, and I'm really glad that I ended up getting it because I feel like it is the perfect color for fair skin. So if you're fair complected like me, I feel like this really doesn't overpower, but it also gives such a great color. So really been loving the Bobbi Brown bronzer. Okay, so I talked about these eyeshadows before, but they're the Sephora Outrageous Prisma Chrome eyeshadows. I have 4 right here that I just got. Like I said, my friend Sarah, she snagged them up because they have been out of stock, and then they come back on, and you know, a lot of the Sephoras have been having them on clearance, and they are on clearance on their website, but a lot of them have them in their clearance bin. They're really hard to find, but these things are gorgeous. I really hope Sephora brings them back now that they can see that demand. I posted a picture of these on my Instagram account. You can use them wet or dry, and they are just so gorgeous. This one is the Metallic Taupe. Isn't that so pretty? Isn't that so pretty? I just love that color. So Metallic Taupe. That's just the swatch applied dry. So imagine if you got your brush wet. These are extremely pigmented. Metallic Peach. Really nice, like almost super gold color. So swatch right there. This one is Metallic Beige, and this is what I have on my eyelids today, and I just put it on dry. That's Metallic Beige. I just love that. It just gives such a nice little sheen to your eye. Like I said, if you want to apply them wet, they will stay forever and look gorgeous. And this last one is Metallic Bronze. Is that not beautiful? I bet you if you put the color tattoo bad to the bronze down and that over it, it would just be gorgeous. So I've really had fun playing around with these Outrageous Prisma Chrome metallic eyeshadows this past week, and just seeing what different looks I can come up with. They're just so creamy and they're like not glittery and don't have a lot of fallout, which is what I like. It's really kind of hard to find that with metallic eyeshadows. They either are really kind of chunky glittery. It's hard to find like the smooth thing. So those are on clearance on Sephora's website. They're currently out of stock, I think, but they keep coming back in stock. So if you're really interested in getting them, either check your Sephora clearance bins or be checking the website for them to come back in stock, because, and if you guys want me to, if I notice that they are back in stock, I will post something on Instagram. If you want to just follow there, I'm lolamitchell on Instagram. So if you just want to follow on Instagram, and put out a picture if I see that they've restocked it. So been loving these metallic eyeshadows this week and I highly recommend them. Okay, an oldie but goodie that I pulled out and I have under one of the metallic eyeshadows is this Color Tattoo from Maybelline, and this is permanent and it's in the color Inked in Pink. It's just a very metallic pink color basically. Really gorgeous. And when you put any type, like this is so beautiful, when you put this and then the, any of the nude color from the Lorac Pro palette down on top of it, or I use the metallic beige, the Sephora eyeshadow in metallic beige that I just showed you on top of it. Or if you want to have like a really pretty rose gold look, try putting this down and then on top of it do the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush. It's like the perfect combination with this and then the Amber Rush on top of it. It's like this rose gold foiled eye and then just like a matte color in the crease. Oh, it's so perfect. I've been playing around this week. And I pulled out this little single shadow from Wild. Now these are like either 99 cents or $1. And this is in the color Brulee. It is super creamy. You see that? It's like just one little thing and that's how creamy it is. I just love this. I've been using this on my brow bone and there is a swatch of it right there, as you can see. I've just been taking a little brush and using it on my brow bone. I feel like it is the perfect brow bone color, especially when I've been going super shimmery on my lid with all those metallic colors. You don't want to have metallic here, metallic here, metallic here. So I always try when I'm doing metallic on the lid, when I'm doing any type of shimmer or sheen on the lid, to always use a matte brow bone color, just so it doesn't look overpowering and doesn't take away from what I'm already doing on my lids. So I've been loving this and I find it's really great. It's comparable to, it's not super powdery, it stays, it's really pigmented and very inexpensive. So if you have the opportunity, if you're looking for a really great brow bone color, I would check out Brulee from Wet n Wild and just find this, you can find it at any drugstore. Another great single shadow is Nutty from Wet n Wild. I love that one. It's like a taupey color. Really pretty. Notice yesterday I filmed my August favorites, which I don't know when I'm going to try and put that up. Probably like tomorrow or something. But I had on an eye look using this right here, which is MAC Pigment in Tan. And I got this little sample, which is a really decent sized sample of Makeup Geek's website, because they do sell MAC pigment samples. MAC pigments are, you only need a little bit and they will last you forever. So I've been using this tan pigment wet and applying it all over the lid. That would even look good on top of that. It's so pretty. I did a fall look in my August favorites inspired by my friend Claire Ashley, who does amazing tutorials here on YouTube, and she posted a look with this tan pigment and I was like, okay, I have to pull that out. And she just did like a bunch of like purples and warm browns, and it was just gorgeous. And so I've been using it and I'm just reminded of how gorgeous it is. And very inexpensive. This is only $4.95 from Makeup Geek's website. So if you guys are interested in pigments, I know I've said it before, but you can pick up a bunch of different pigments and not have to spend a whole lot of money, and you can get a size that will last you for a really long time, because I swear if anyone ever goes through a full thing of pigment, like, kudos to you, because that takes some serious dedication and like wearing it every single day for 20 years. that's truly what I think. Okay, so the last makeup item that has been one of my favorites, and then I do have a favorite new show and someone to blame for it, but the last new makeup favorite, Cremesheen Glass from MAC. And this is in the color Japanese Spring. It's just a really nice pale color, pale pinky color. It doesn't have much color payoff, it's right here. Doesn't have much color payoff, but I like to layer it over my lipsticks. It feels so creamy on the lips. It adds a lot of shine, but it doesn't add a lot of color. And even on its own, it's just like a nice, just very wearable and fresh pink. And so I've just been putting this on during the day when I want something. It's so silky and not sticky, and that's what I really love about it. Feels really, really great, but again, not a lot of pigmentation, particularly for this color, Japanese Spring. This is my first Cremesheen glass I've ever tried. It's from MAC, which is surprising to me because I'm such a MAC addict, but I always go for the lip glasses. Been loving this, and they smell like vanilla and just so wonderful. Now this color was limited, or is limited edition, but it's still available on MAC's website. So just check MAC's website and you can still find it if you're interested in this color. But they do have a whole lot of other colors. I think Fashion Scoop is a pretty similar color to this, maybe just a little bit more pink instead of like a little bit of a lavender to it. But like I said, it doesn't really show a whole lot of color, just kind of adds just a little something. So really like it, and I really do like the formula of those. Okay, so let's talk about how I've been staying up late almost every single night this week watching Breaking Bad. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that show, but I've been hearing people talk about it forever, and finally my friend Natalie from Flowerbomb31 was like, you have to watch the show. You have to watch it. So I started watching it on Netflix, and like I seriously cannot stop myself. I cannot stop myself. It's super interesting. It's basically the premise of the show is a chemistry teacher finds out that he has lung cancer. He does not have a long time to live, so he enlists one of his former students to help him starts making and selling crystal meth. Now, I'm not by any means like endorsing drug action. I mean, there is a lot of drug action in this show, so if that makes you feel uncomfortable, you probably wouldn't like it. But if you like suspense and being like, what is gonna happen next, then you would probably be interested in this show. So I am just saying that warning. It's definitely not for kids at all. So, but I have just been watching it and like staying up every single night watching it because I can't stop myself. I'm seriously like, okay, next episode, we have to watch the next episode. So thanks, Natalie, for no sleep and like bags under my eyes. Okay, and now for my flop. I'm really sad to say because I really wanted this to be an alternative for you guys for a good primer from the drugstore, but this is City Color. I think you can find these at Rite Aid. And it's just an eyeshadow base or a base primer. I put this on in one of the tutorials that I did, and it's kind of watery. And when I blended it in, I was like, okay, well that provides a little bit of like kind of a coverage. Some people like eye bases to have, you know, leave a little bit of something behind. But, you know, I don't care either ways. Sometimes I like that so that it cancels out my red lines and stuff. So anyways, that wasn't the problem with it. The problem with it is like I put it down and everything on my eyes like basically was gone by like 4 hours later. And creasing and everything. And so, and I had used those products before and I didn't notice that they were like that bad or wore off that much. And so I have to just say I think it was this eyeshadow primer. So it's a flop for me. If you guys are looking for a really great eyeshadow primer from the drugstore, Milani has a great one. It's like under $5. So if you want that, then that's a great one. Or like the shadow sticks from Jordana, those are great ones. But one that is like almost like a liquidy base and doesn't have too much color to it is the Milani one. So it's kind of like a cream you'd squirt out and put on. Everyone, so that is it for my Friday favorites and flops. I hope you guys had a wonderful week and have a great weekend. It's a holiday weekend. So I hope everyone has some super fun plans. As always, please leave your favorites down below. I love hearing what everyone has been loving this week. A lot of times I take your suggestions and I pull out those products if I have them in my collection. So leave your favorites down below. I did post a lot of videos this week, so I will try and link the videos down below just in case you missed them. Thank you so much for watching, and I I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.